Would you like to grow your real estate business and do more transactions? If so, there's likely a missing ingredient that's keeping you from getting you to the level that you want to get. In today's video, that's exactly what we're going to examine, is what this missing ingredient is and how to solve it. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We're so glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you generate more leads, set more appointments, and close more deals. So if that's what you're after, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our community. Before we get going in today's video, just one quick note down below. What we have found after 80,000 plus leads generated online and doing this for years and years is that there are 4 key elements to help you grow your business. So down in the description below, you will find a link to our 4 pillars of success training. It's a series of videos that will walk you through all 4 of those pillars and why they're critical to your success. So that is a free training. Go check that out. It is time well spent. In today's video, what we're talking about is how to grow your real estate business and what that missing ingredient is. So after training thousands and thousands of real estate agents, what I have found over and over again is that if agents are not doing as much business as they would like, 99 times out of 100, there is one element that is missing that's keeping them from getting to the level of success that they want. And my experience is that element that they're missing is visibility. See, I fully believe that if more people knew who you were, if they knew your background, if they knew your qualifications, if they knew what you could help them accomplish, I fully believe that you would be doing more deals as a result. The problem is people just don't know that information. When I look at agents who aren't at the level of success that they want, in almost all cases, visibility is the problem. People just don't know that they exist. And so visibility is the primary thing that we have to solve in your business. See, when you look at top producers are not who they are because they're better at working with buyers or sellers, right? In all cases, top producers are who they are because the visibility and the marketing is the part of the business that they have figured out, right? This is what they excel at, and that's why they've gotten to the level of success that they do. They're not better agents. They're not really doing anything a whole lot different other than marketing. So since visibility is really that key element that is missing, one of the reasons that I love social media marketing, Facebook, Instagram, is simply because we can tap into a massive audience of people and do it for a mere fraction of the cost. So with that being said, let me just kind of share a screenshot here. I'm going to turn off my my camera just to kind of get rid of the camera so you can see the full screen here. But basically, one of the strategies that one of the things that I love about social media is that on social media, when you're running ads and your ad is shown, that's what this column right here is impressions. An impression is every time the ad is shown. And so when you start looking at these numbers, right? So here the ad was shown 1,500 times and it cost $11, right? In a lot of cases, your cost per impression is going to range between 1 to 2 cents. That's pretty normal. And so a lot of times as we're running ads and we're getting our content out there for 1 to 2 cents, I mean, think about that. We can let 10,000 people know about your business and it's going to cost in the range of about $100 to do that. I mean, think about that for a second. What would 10,000 mailers cost you? Right? I mean, obviously you're going to spend lots of money on that kind of a mailing, assuming that it's even $1 a piece, which by the time you pay printing and postage, you're probably at least $1, if not more. And so getting one piece of content out in front of 10,000 people and have it shown 10,000 times, that's going to cost you well over $10,000 to do that. Whereas with social media, I can spend $100, get that message out in front of a massive audience of people, and that's where I start to see greater success. See, my most successful clients are not the ones that run one ad and everything changes for them. In fact, my experience with growing your business is it's all about your audiences that we're building up. See, if we can build up an audience of people that know who you are and they've seen you over and over again, and they've seen you answer real estate questions, they've seen the advice and feedback that you have for people, they see the transactions that you're doing. When they see these things over time, it has such a massive, powerful effect on the mind, right? They start to tune in and say, when I have a real estate need, this is the agent that I want to work with. So Facebook has this section called custom audiences. And what is really powerful about it is we can build up audiences of people, and it's not just random demographics. It's not like the 45-year-old males right? That's not what we're doing here. It's based on actions. So people watching videos, engaging, filling out a lead form, and so many other things. So here you can see with this particular client, he's been doubling his business about every year that we've been doing this. And it's all because he's got an audience. I mean, if you look at all of these contacts and the people that have watched videos, there's about 60,000 people here. And this 60,000 people are just seeing his content week in, week out, week in, week out. And it's costing him pennies to do it per person, right? And so this is the beauty of it, is you can do it on a massive, miniature budget if you want to do that. But you want to get started somewhere. See, you've got to stop thinking in terms of I run an ad and I get X number of transactions from it. Because quite honestly, in the real estate industry, that is so far from how things work, right? The person who expresses interest in buying or selling today, it could be months before they're ready to do anything. And so I tell all my clients, and what I tell people is, if you're not as busy as you want to be today, then you should have done something differently 2, 3, 4, or 5 months ago. Because what you did then is determining the business that you have today. That's the way that it works in real estate. So knowing that, the actions that you're taking today are going to determine what your business is going to look like 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, right? So you've got to start thinking in terms of repeated exposure, repeated exposure, repeated exposure. And people don't like to hear this message because frankly, they're looking for the magic bullet. They're looking for that instant success that's going to transform everything today. And my experience is those things don't exist. And even if something like that did exist, it typically only works for a very brief moment of time and then it never works again, right? It's just not anything that you can really structure and build a business around. So what I'm talking about, building up an audience of people that have taken action and know who you are. They've seen your videos, they've been to your website, they've clicked on stuff, right? They've seen you over and over and over again. This takes time. And so if you are committed to that, then this is a fantastic strategy for you, right? If you're planning on being in the business 2, 5, 10 years from now, then let's start building that audience now. Let's get that database of people that know who you are going so that you can profit from it from the rest of your career, right? Are you going to be 2 years down the road looking back at today and saying, man, I wish I really would have done that, right? Facebook and Instagram marketing, the way that the cost is for the cost per impression, it's so massively inexpensive that it's the cheapest way I have ever seen to grow a business, right? When you look at all the other forms of marketing, I just don't see anything that allows me to put out a piece of video content and get it in front of tens of thousands of people for like sometimes 1 or even less than 1 cent each. It's just insanely inexpensive. TV advertising doesn't even compare as far as cost. Radio advertising, same thing, right? And this is just a massive captive audience that we can start building. So when the whole topic of this video is about how to grow your real estate business, how to be doing more transactions. Again, I have found from my experience over and over and over again that visibility is the problem. See, when you think about the massive corporations out there that everybody knows who they are, the Nikes, the McDonald's, the Apples, the Microsofts, right? These companies, why do they still spend billions in advertising even though everybody knows who they are? They want to maintain that top of mind position that they've earned, right? It would be easy for McDonald's to never run another ad again because they're going to say, well, everybody knows who we are. And there's a lot of truth to that. Everybody knows who McDonald's is. But why do they keep running ads? Why do they keep buying television ads? Why do they keep investing billions into advertising? It's because they want to stay dominant. Their expectation is not for you to go buy a hamburger the moment you see their ad, right? Their expectation is that when you're out and you're hungry, that is what you think of. They want to own that spot in your head. See, with the advertising that we want to do, it's similar but different in the sense of we're not selling a $3, $4, $5 hamburger, right? We're talking about a real estate transaction that the average person is only going to do a handful of times their entire life. And so you're going to say, well, Kevin, why am I spending all of this money advertising to people who are only going to be buying a home every 10, 15 years, whatever that looks like? Well, because that one transaction is going to more than pay for anything that you've spent getting to that point, right? Plus the referrals that are going to happen, the word of mouth, everything that's going to happen is, it's just not even, you're going to make so much more money from the transactions that you do than what you're spending in advertising. The problem is it's a little bit front loaded, right? You have to spend all the time and money and effort at the beginning to build that up. And the paydays that you're going to see are on the back end. That's where it's about time. It's about execution. It's about patience. It's about consistency. That is where I see the greatest success happening for my clients, is the ones that understand that and they focus on building up that audience, being consistent. That's where again, they just see result after result after result. Yes, we generate leads, and yes, some of that turns into business right now, but that's just to create some immediate opportunities. Where the real long-term money is in building up the audience. So if you are not doing as much business as you want, again, the whole point of this video is visibility is the problem that you need to fix. And Facebook and Instagram ads are a fantastic way to get over that visibility problem in a hurry. With a little time, a little repetition, and a little money, that is the way that we really solve and fix that problem and just create a platform that you can use to profit for the rest of your career. So hopefully you found that valuable. If so, take a split second, click that thumbs up button down below. We appreciate your support. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Please click that subscribe button. Right next to it, there's a bell. If you click that, you'll be notified every time we put out brand new content. And we put out brand new content like this every single week with new tips, strategies, and techniques to help you grow your business. So please subscribe. Lastly, if you are interested in our services where we do the marketing for you and help you grow this platform and build up the audience, down in the description below, you will find more information about our services. So feel free to check that out. Other than that, that's it. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business. If we can help, let us know. We'd love to do that. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Take care.